Okay, this video is to show this bucket that I use for the rotary demonstration. Full of bolts, pretty good size, full of bolts. And I'm also going to put this one in full of nuts and bolts as well, on top of that. So there's the screws, there's the bolts. Let's put the lid on. My scale's showing 0 right now, and there's my bolts. Let's put that on there. Check it out, 12.64 pounds for the bolts and the bucket to be used for the rotary attachment. This particular bucket I picked up is full of bolts, nuts, etc., and it weighs 12.58 pounds. That's how many I could fit in there, and it came out to a pretty good weight. So let's run this job, do a quick test. Spins it just fine, goes right back to the center where it should be. You can see my little black dot there. I'll do one more time for confirmation. The red dot is right in the center point. I put a black dot there so we can see it come back. It rotates as it's expected to and goes back to where it starts. Now, let's run this job. See that it goes back and forth. It does as is expected to. The rotary attachment is the Y-axis. Whenever you hit that switch, of course, it turns off the Y motor on the laser machine itself and activates the motor on the rotary attachment, and that becomes your Y-axis. So as you can see, it's rotated from the starting point, which is about ½ an inch from that black dot, and it's going past it now, as it's going left to right to do the job. Once it's completed, of course, it has to go beyond that another ½ inch or so, whatever that size logo was I stuck on there. I don't have the laser beam firing because this is only a plastic tub, and this machine just came in, so did this rotary, so I haven't even hooked up the laser tube yet. But you can see how everything operates, that it rotates it with no problem. This is a very large bucket, as you can see. It's about maybe 7 or 8 inches in diameter. I put a bunch of bolts in there, it came out to 12.58 pounds, and it spun that without a problem. Alright, one final video just to show the overall look of this rotary attachment. You can see this is the King. It's 4 feet wide, which is very big. The depth of the table is 21.5 inches. As you can see here, I've got about a 7-inch or so, I should probably measure that, bucket, which fits in there with no problem. And if you look at the bottom, I still got a clearance of about maybe 12 to 14, maybe 16 inches, maybe 1.5 feet. So it still has lots of room to put something that big in there. And the rotary attachment does widen open. It looks like it widens out to about, I'm on the metric side here, it's 600 metric, which equals, I believe, 2 feet. So this will go a 2-foot width, which is good to hold up pretty much any kind of object and hold up a lot of very big, very wide diameter objects, round objects.